I gave an example yesterday about Don Imus. Don Imus talk bad about black women, and then he get on talk show and say, well, rappers do it every day, and then the system start attacking rappers. What about Don Imus? I am talking about the system. I am talking about the preservation of black people and our spirits and our souls. If you all follow me, I do my best to always build black people. I don't want civil rights. I want you to treat me like the God that I am.
The wealth of a median white household in the city is more than $200,000, while that of a black household is less than $20,000.
Might have to drop a dime on this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Alright, y'all know how we do, man. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So check this out. In this video, y'all, we got David Banner. He been getting a lot of backlash from his comments about Martin Luther King. Some people understood where he was coming from. Some people took it as, disrespect to Martin Luther King. I didn't take it as that. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. He did give like a little apology. We're going to play that. And I want to know what y'all think. We went over this live, so y'all going to see a little bit of live of how we respond to this. But they got the Democrat shills in the comments, so make sure y'all, leave a comment. So they trying to flood my comments with Democrat shills, so make sure y'all, support the channel, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get it.
This is crazy because something in my spirit told me to be quiet, and I think I mentioned it to you all. But don't let them manipulate you all. If you go back and look at my comments on the Cam Newton show, the point that I was making is that if you froze anybody in time and just spoke about that one part in time, and that person grew and became a smarter, wiser person. If you froze me during like a pep times and I passed away and that's all that they talked about, and this is the same system, y'all, that plotted to destroy. Do you think that they're gonna properly talk about the whole man or woman? The whole point is about the system, y'all. Ain't got nothing to do with Martin Luther King, David Banner, or nobody else. It's about what the system does to manipulate us. And we don't even want to talk about the problems at hand. I gave an example yesterday about Don Imus. Don Imus talk bad about black women, and then he get on talk show and say, well, rappers do it every day, and then the system start attacking rappers. What about Don Imus? I am talking about the system. I am talking about the preservation of black people and our spirits and our souls. If you all follow me, I do my best to always build black people. So I know that there's another commentary in the black community about Martin Luther King, but I'm not pushing that commentary. My focus is not about Martin Luther King. It is about what they did to his image and how they manipulate his image the same way that they did Jesus. So I would ask you all to think. I say that all the time. I don't care what you think about me. Just think and know that the sacrifices that I make are because I love you. Even if I make a mistake, I don't think I made a mistake. I'm being very honest with you. I was very clear on what I said, and I can't help how people manipulate and massage and change my intent. I can't do anything about that. You all have to be able to read through the lines and know that our fight isn't against each other, y'all. This is the time for us to come together, because like I told y'all before, regardless of what side you were on, Malcolm or Martin, they killed both of them. The same system that I was talking about. My name is David Banner. I don't care what you think about me. Just think. I love you. I do.
Let's go.
If you go back and look at Martin Luther King, and it's online, the speech that he was going to do at his church, that the week that he died, you would have thought that was Malcolm X. Martin Luther King was sick of getting his ass beat on. He wanted to be about finances. He was talking about some of the things that were going on in the war that nobody dared to speak about. That was the reason why they killed that man. But the version of Martin Luther King that black people love, I don't think Martin Luther King liked him when he died. If they could separate themselves, he wouldn't like that dude.
But how? That's heavy.
But it's the truth.
But how
He told Harry Belafonte, I think I have integrated my people into a burning house. That's basically telling Harry Belafonte everything that I built my life on is a lie. He said that. David Banner didn't say that. And I think if you ask his kids, they would tell you that. It's just harsh to realize that we've been duped, bro. That's the hardest thing when it comes to food, history, bro. If it ain't mathematics or science, in most cases, these people done lied to us. And that's hard to admit that we went down the wrong road, bro.
So I'm trying to separate because I'm trying to follow. In specific.
Yeah, but then there's people like Keep It Techie that's gonna try to tell us. They gonna try to tell the people otherwise. When you know the real out here speaking the truth to the people. Put those J's abandoned MLK Jr. Man, they put MLK on the chopping block. Once he started talking about that money, getting that money, oh, we gotta get him up out of here. We gotta get him. People ruthless, man. People real gang around here moving like a real mafia, bro.
Specifically to Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
The version that is in front of us, the propaganda that we see in schools and in Black History Months and the I Have a Dream and the monuments and how great Martin Luther King was and what he stood for. You're saying that it's a lie?
What I am saying is, what? Here go all them endorsements, Regina. Regina said, No, bro, like, integration was the worst thing that ever happened to Black people. Being enslaved is just losing a war. Like, once we
I agree with what he said, the first part of what he said. That integration. I'm gonna let him speak, but Pinky Wells, but we just get too comfortable thinking we being accepted by the dominant society. Can anybody name the only president that wasn't secret society? Shout out to Dark Gamble for salute. Can't name him. You put Trump wasn't secret society. I don't know, man. He got them small hats. Cam acts real. Cam acts real slow. They be trying to like, it's like acting. They trying to present.
integrated, we thwarted the opportunity to teach our own children. We don't have no options on what we teach Black kids in public schools. Think about this, y'all. In a lot of public schools, in a lot of colleges, they tell Black men that they can't wear locks. Your natural hair. Dog, do you see that they say they can do anything to meet that they want to, put anything they want to without telling you the truth about it? Think about right now in America, what Black people have influence over what happens to their children in general. What they feed them, what they see on TV, what they hear on the radio, any of those things. So by integrating, by even saying that you want civil rights, take the word, the operative part of the word is civil, right? You're saying that I just want you to treat me civilly, right? And anything that you do in life, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna make 100, right? Even if you're great. So if you fall short of civil, that means they treat a dog better than they treat you. I don't want civil rights. I want you to treat me like the God that I am.
Exactly. Stop coming at us with this Democrat stuff, man. They want us to get civil rights. We the owner, we the rulers of this land. What are you talking about? Water, that's my bad. Trump is secret society. All presidents are part of secret society. I ain't know you said he wasn't, man. I felt like all of them gonna be in secret society. You got to. No, you can't be gang. No, that's gang. That's real mafia status right there. You be a president. You saying is David Banner a Republican? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I never heard him. I want to say he ain't really political either way, but I did hear him talking bad about the Democrats. But I think I've heard him say that he don't rock with politics. Obama wasn't in the beginning. Yeah, he tried to make us feel like Obama is him. Like Obama was him. All government officials are part of secret society, one way or the other. Dang, somebody said Trump ain't secret society. I know I seen Adi here. Shout out to Adi here. He makes some good points, but they are only that calls the Democrats out. Y'all kids put Jefferson. Salute to y'all.
And so what I'm saying is that they take pieces of a person. Like they couldn't stop Malcolm X, so what they made him was an X on a hat. The same thing that they did to Jesus in Christmas. They took Christ out of Christmas and put an X. These are the mind games that we don't see. And to be honest with you, as our friendship grows, these are the types of things that keep me up at night, Cam, because I see it. And it's so clear.
So you would have wanted segregation to stay segregated?
Well, I would have wanted black people to build their own shit. I would have wanted black people to praise their own God.
Okay.
I would wanted black people to teach their own kids. I'm not saying that we can't be together, but would you respect somebody who you allowed to stay in your house, whether you forced them to stay there or not? And what, they've been staying there for 50, 60, 70, 80 years, 100 years? It's time for us to get our own. If we have our own, then we don't have to beg for anything.
I don't know. I'm rocking with what he's saying. I'm rocking with David. I got to stand with David on that. They don't let anyone who is independent call the Democrats out. But he's right, yeah. Trump is a master mason. Trump usher in the Republican. Trump was a Democrat too, though, they say. I mean, when he was voting Democrat all the time. So he's a reformer. Say back in the day, Trump was a Democrat. He voted Democrat. You put, yeah, Trump was a Democrat. That's what I'm saying. Trump was a Democrat at one point. Kelly put, yeah, Trump was a Democrat. So how he flipped? We've always gotten our own throughout history. Yeah. Facts. He was a Democrat. Told y'all, man, Trump was a Democrat, so he already had that side on smash because he was a Democrat before. So once he switched on that Republican side, he had both parties just that quick. KKK was stated. Democrats and Republicans anymore. That's antiquated. In America, you have liberals and conservatives. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. He was on Oprah and said if he ran for president, he would switch to Republican and win, and he did exactly what he said, right? But man, they got too many years of getting free money. We need our money, man. No check, no vote. We need all of that. We not voting unless that got them zeros behind it. But man, I appreciate everybody. But I remember, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I gotta chop this up for old boy Kelly Goodman. I appreciate you always supporting, showing out for me. That's love. Apollo. Herschel Reed always coming through. Janipa Joe. I ain't even see you in here. You just snuck in. Trump was a Democrat and was Jesse Jackson biggest donor during his 1984 and 88 presidential run. That is also here on YouTube. Yeah, man, we got to go over that. I may have to cover that story. Trump already got his ties with the Democrats. He already sold them up. I don't know. I'm just talking. Jay Money, I appreciate you, family. Always holding me down, man. Yaru, Call Dog. Yeah, somebody watching the dope. Y'all kids, I appreciate you always supporting me. Always coming through. Adi Head, shout out to Adi Head and Sergeant King, man. Everybody who always tapping in. My water gang, the real water gang who be repping the water gang for real. Black Magic, Pinky Wells. Salute my boy Herschel Reed, man. We're gonna tap in, y'all. We're gonna do Tuesday. We're gonna be back Tuesday, but I got some videos we're gonna drop tomorrow. But definitely I'm gonna be doing something good for the members, man. Shout out to the members. First class citizen, I appreciate you always bringing us that content in the Discord. That's love, man. Yeah, y'all, on Wednesday, we got our think tank.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.